right. I think we're live. Hello and welcome, everybody. We are back with another episode of the Pulse here with Dylan and Ben. We are excited to give you another week of everything option selling from exploration to automation. As you can tell, I am not in my home office. I'm in the beautiful state of Florida, visiting my in-laws. We're out here on the patio. So if there's any nature that I have to deal with mid-show or that you have to hear, we'll have to go with it. But
hopefully you're protected from those gators down there.
Yeah, I am for now, but they're close. So excited to get into it. We got a lot to cover today. Of course, we'll be talking about the PeakBot picks competition, our new stock picking competition, paper trading. We're essentially, just for a little bit of context, we're having our affiliates, and very soon in April, we'll have the general public picking put contracts from our watch list, stocks that they think are going to finish out of the money above the strike price, promoting promoting's not a great word, but picking and showcasing smart and safe stock picks. That's what we're trying to do here. So we're going to go through that. We're going to take a look at the watch list. We're going to go over a number of different things. In fact, we do have a surprise here for everybody. And we're going to bring that surprise on stage here in just a second. For those of you who know anything about PeakBot, you know that we've had a member of the team, Thomas, who's been a great help for us, kind of the utility man, does it all. And we figured, enough's enough. We're going to stop. We're going to debut Thomas here today.
There he is.
Thomas's show.
Thomas's face has been, across social media enough. Some people might recognize him.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of watches too.
Yeah, and they definitely know your voice because you call them. So Thomas, welcome to the show. We're excited to have you. We'll be going over a couple things with you in the PeakBot picks competition and the watch list and a couple stocks. So happy to have you here. Don't hold back. Interrupt us whenever you want, as you always do. No, I'm just kidding. But excited to have you on the show, Thomas. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we can get into it. I think what's really important, quick note, we are not live. Okay. It is Sunday. What's today?
Today's
Sunday, March 10th. All right. So it's Sunday, March 10th. We normally record on Mondays. So we're a day early here. But if you have questions, still important to know that you can contact us live. I put Q's in the chat. Rather, just text us at that number, okay? I didn't change the banner. So there's a number on the screen. Feel free to text or call us at that number at any time. You can also go to our website, use peakbot.com, and you can schedule a time with us. So without further ado, I'd say let's get into it. Ben, maybe we'll take a look at the watch list and go from there.
Yeah, so it's been a little while since we've talked about the watch list and kind of how this watch list is compiled. So it might be a good time to revisit that criteria. You'll notice a bunch of different company names on here, and there's different color coding and so on. But where does this watch list originate? It actually originates on barchart.com. So I'm going to flip over there. We go to the options tab here. We look at most active options because we're looking for options with, liquidity. And then we just download this table here, big table. If you're on a free Barchart account, you'll have a limited number of companies appearing on this table, but we'll download this table and then we'll filter it. The actual company doesn't even really matter. In this case, we're just looking for liquidity. We're looking for, the different characteristics that fit the wheel trading strategy in particular. So we're looking for a particular options volume. Right now we're filtering out any ticker with options volume below 25,000 here.
Zoom in a little, Ben.
Yeah, let me do that. Better?
Way better.
Cool. So we're looking for options volume over 25,000. we are looking for stocks that are priced usually below $150 per share. I mean, there will be some exceptions if people request a stock or a ticker that they want to be added to the watch list. And what we'll do if that happens is we'll look at the volume, we'll look at the price, and then we also consider if there are weekly options available, right? Because the wheel strategy, as we're automating it, are automating weekly contracts. So no weekly options, then nothing that we can really do in PeakBot in terms of automation. So that's how we kind of filter out, what stocks even belong on the watch list and what don't. Completely numbers based there, based on all of that publicly available information. We're going to go back to the watch list and let's talk a minute about how we sort. So we're sorting by risk level and we sort low to higher. And that risk level is determined by taking the stock price and dividing it into the estimated max loss. And the higher the number there, the more perceived risk. And I think that, anybody that's been following this watch list or has been trading options, will start to, sympathize with that sort of ranking when they get down to like these really high risk stocks here, like, Rivian, we know is a little choppy at times. We could name a bunch of these that are a bit choppy at times. And then we do have some stocks that are companies that make their way onto the removed list temporarily. Now this list is updating once per day, and it looks like my screen's going to freeze on me right now, so I'm going to go back there. This watch list is actually updating every hour now. It used to be updating once per day. It's updating every hour from market close on Friday to market close on Tuesday, and that's to get the most up-to-date information that we can get right now. So we're sorting by risk level, and then we're sorting by trend. So we know that if you're just starting out the wheel strategy, you're selling covered calls or put credits, you're selling cash secured puts or put credit spreads. So we know that particular part of the wheel strategy is a bullish to neutral strategy. So we're going to sort by anything in a bullish trend first, and then we move to neutral, which looks like for the lower risk stocks there aren't any.
None.
And then we move to bearish. So we can see in the moderate category here, we go bullish, neutral, bearish. And then after that kind of separates the color coding as you can see it. Then after that, within the color code, we are organizing based on the weekly put premium percentage. And this is simply calculated by taking the estimated weekly put premium divided into the estimated cash needed in the case of assignment. So you would need to have this many dollars in your account in the case that at expiration, the stock price finished below your sold strike price. And if you're selling the spread, above your bought strike price, and you get assigned those shares. So it's essentially what is your return on the cash you need to have in your account to actually play this strategy appropriately and automate it with PeakBot. So that's how the watch list is compiled. I know, Thomas, we have a couple of stocks here that we wanted to talk about that were relevant on the watch list previously. This, like we said, this is updating every hour. So maybe we make a quick pivot there, Thomas. Why don't we go ahead? We can share your screen, Thomas. You could talk us through. Let's talk through Disney, since Disney's the top company on the list here.
Yeah,
going to Disney tomorrow.
And that's why we're recording today.
Yeah. Going to Epcot. Going to be eating and drinking around the world. So, Thomas, you got your screen pulled up? Okay, great.
Yep, should be. Yes, so then this is Disney. You can see there was a little bit of a gap up here. And then it's now just kind of consolidating. And it was getting pretty low right here. So this could have been a good buying opportunity.
Thomas, can you zoom on your screen a little bit?
Yeah. And, is that too far?
That's good right there. Thanks.
Right there. All right, let me put onto the 1 month chart. And yeah, you can just kind of see here. It's been pretty flat. Hasn't been too bad. And
starting to consolidate again.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you look a little bit further out, what date is that? I can't really see that.
This
that's
is
probably
February
earnings.
24th.
maybe earnings.
Yep.
Yeah, the Disney reported on February 7th, it looks like.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it looks like a big gap up.
It's the 7th.
And then what's the after earnings? What's that support line at? Like down below. Yeah, right there. What is that?
106.
106. And right now that we're estimating the strike price that's going to be sold is at 108.
I have this selected on my PeakBot picks for this week. Just, as some quick insight while we're looking at it. I like this stock for this week, especially with, the reported strike and that 106 support. So I'm digging this right now.
Yeah, it's pretty good here.
Nice.
Then,
what does the technical analysis tool say?
Sorry about that.
1 week.
Yeah. Sell. Where is it?
Right there, 1 week.
There we go. So it's a buy for 1 week.
So
yeah, we got 12 buy signals, 7 neutral, and 7 sell. So add the neutral and the buy, you get 19 to 7. Pretty decent. I'm going to just quickly on my screen, I'm not going to share it or anything. I'm going to look up what analysts are saying about Disney. Give me 1 second. So 29 analysts reported in. It's about 76% of them are saying strong buy or buy, 17% saying hold, and 7% saying underperform or sell.
I like it.
Yeah, overall, not bad. Looks like Disney is currently trading about $7 below the average analyst target price. And by the way, I'm finding all of this on Webull. You don't need a Webull account. You can just go to their website and look up analysts' reports there. Cool.
Excellent.
So, Thomas, I'm looking at the watch list right now. Let's take a stroll down to the moderate category here. Let's look up Delta Airlines, ticker DAL, and then let's get over to the PB Picks competition.
I love this one. I'm actually thinking about adding DAL, not to my PeakBot picks, but to my portfolio, my live portfolio for this week. So I'm excited to see what we got here. So this is the 1 month chart, Thomas?
Yeah, this is the 1 month chart. It's been pretty steadily up.
We're climbing.
Nothing crazy.
Good trend.
No drop downs. Yeah. Except for right here, you had a gap, but then after that, it's just been doing pretty good overall.
I wonder if that's when the door fell off. I don't know if that was Delta.
I think that would have affected Boeing, is that Boeing's planes.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that probably is it, honestly. It wasn't even that long.
I read a semi-hilarious thread on Reddit. It's funny, but it's also not funny. But there was a question. Somebody stated, is it insider trading if I was on that flight and as soon as the flight landed, I shorted Boeing because I had insider information?
No, that's not insider. That's a whole separate category. That's you lived it.
That's a lie.
You breathed it. So what are we thinking here? What's the technical analysis say on Delta here for the 1 week? Big swing.
Yeah, only 2 sell signals. And I'll tell you what, the analysts like Delta right now. I'm looking at analysts. There's 20 analysts reported into Webull. 40% are saying strong buy. 60% are saying buy. None of them are saying hold, underperform, or sell. It's actually trading below the analyst's low price target, which is $46. The average price target is $54.53. The current price is $42.26. So currently trading about $3.75 below the low target price, which, based on all the indicators that we see on screen here, looks decent to me. Again, not financial advice, but
I like it.
Dylan seems like a good add to your portfolio if you go that route.
Yeah, you guys are going to see that happen live here in a little bit. I got to say a quick comment, on the airlines. For the wheel watch list, we almost always have the 4 major, I'd say the 4 major airlines. Delta's always on here. United, Southwest, American Airlines. Those 4 are always on the watch list. Sometimes they move over to the very high risk category. Other times they're paying less than $10 in premium, so they are kind of all over the place. But it's just people love trading the airlines. These are highly traded stocks.
Yeah, a lot going on, especially with the Spirit and JetBlue merger falling apart. Spirit's future in question.
Yep.
I'm not too sure how it took effect on JetBlue's stock price, but other airlines would benefit if Spirit goes bankrupt.
They were one of the higher risk stocks on here a couple of weeks ago. We had a good chunk of people trading Spirit because it was paying like 8%.
Yeah, ridiculous.
A ridiculous
premium.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
But Thomas, what do you think? You like that chart right there?
Yeah, it's pretty. You can see it kind of broke resistance, but then kind of fell below. And then here, when it dipped down, it just kind of ramped right up.
It looks like it's been hitting resistance lines and slowly like cracking through them periodically. When did Delta report? Delta reported last on January 12th. So it's been a while.
Yeah. January 12th. Where is that here? Oh, here's the earnings. This wasn't the door.
Oh, okay. That was their earnings.
This is the earnings, not the door.
All right. We want to look at any other charts from the watch list, or
no? Why don't we go back and review the PB picks competition? I know that our influencers, got a bunch of picks in last week. Our influencer partners, I know you guys did. So why don't we go ahead and review that together?
Can you see my screen?
Yeah. You want to zoom in just a bit?
Yeah. So just know that I'm on one monitor. Normally I'd be on two. So I can't see you guys. I'm trying to zoom in. Nothing's easy.
Hold down Control and hit plus.
Hey, look, Ben, we're not all a wizard with the keys like you are, okay? All right. So we're going to be making this a lot prettier. I'd imagine that by the time we roll this out for April, when we release it to the general public, we'll either have a landing page or a site even, hopefully none of you guys are raising your eyebrows. I don't want to be speaking ahead of myself, but I think we'll have a better layout than what we're seeing here. But this is where all the good info is. This is last week, okay? So what you're going to see on here are our influencer, affiliate, referral partners, whatever you want to call them. And then, Thomas and I, we make picks as well. So we got a lot going on here. So let's go to the top and we'll just take a look. What really matters, and don't worry about these loud birds behind me. What really matters is these points over here on the right-hand side. So Steven, our partner, KC Trades, 3 for 3. You can see he was with Carnival, Chewy, and Freeport, which both were at the time selected were in a bearish trend. So he knew something that our watch list didn't. I know KC is, I believe, a full-time trader, if not very close to it. So he must have had a good feeling about these stocks. They all finished, honestly, well over their strike price. So good job there. 3 points for KC. We got Ken Suna, who made 4 or 5 picks. He only had one that fell under, which was Walt Disney, interestingly enough, even though it was bullish last week. So maybe we can get a return there. You can see we had a repeat with FCX. Amazon did well for him. Our Lissa, remember, in this contest, at least the way we have it running right now, you can select between 3 to 10 from our watch list. 3 to 10 put contracts from our weekly wheel watch list. Our Lissa maxed out with 10. And let's see, I think she lost on 2 of them. So I think she was 8 for 10. She's going to be the leader in the clubhouse right now, I believe. Ben, before I click over to the leaderboard, do you think it's updated?
Yeah, I think so.
So you know what? Okay, I was wrong. We got Dan.
We didn't get down to Dan yet.
Who's in the lead with 8 points. Arlissa with 6. Casey trades with 3. Dylan or Thomas and I with 3. Shark, Tom, Ken, and then we're moving down into the 1-pointers. I was expecting more out of these people. I hope they're watching this. Maybe they'll recover this week, but this is the overall leaderboard. We can come in and really take a look at whatever you'd like here. I'd like to just quickly note I was 3 for 3. ExxonMobil, Oracle, Morgan Stanley. I just squeezed over on Morgan Stanley by 4 pennies. Thomas, I guess, Thomas, you did good too. Pfizer, PayPal, and Cleveland Cliffs, all by a decent margin. So good job there. But, we're getting good feedback from our partners about the contest. We got a lot of our subscribers who are interested in getting involved for April. So we're going to keep things going. By the way, every partner that you see on here, Tom, Algo Trade Alert, Dan Selling for Premium, most of them have Twitter accounts that are established. Others are on, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. These are great educators in the world of stocks and options. A lot of them are full-time traders. A lot of them are hobby traders, but they're fantastic. They have great content, really helpful stuff. If you're looking to learn more about different strategies, go visit their pages. We have their account names here. So anything else we'd like to review kind of on the PeakBot picks for right now?
No, I think this is good. If anybody wants to participate, shoot us a note on Twitter. Like Dylan mentioned, we will be rolling this out to the public in April. Right now, it's limited to just our influencer partners. In April, we will have a limited amount of seats available. We're thinking anywhere between 25 and 50, depending on interest level here. There will be cash prizes amounting up to $500 to participate. It's free. You don't actually make any trades. You just pick what stocks you think will finish out of the money or above the strike price on the put side. You can find out what those strike prices are and what the current stock price is from our watch list, and then submit your picks on Twitter. Just send out a tweet, hashtag PeakBotPicks, and then we'll know what your picks are, but include the tickers in there. We'll know what your picks are. We'll add them to the list, and you'll be good to go from there.
Fantastic. So, excited about that contest. Again, like the whole reason we wanted to do this was because still, to be honest, and you see this in our newsletters that we send out weekly, a lot of our traders, a lot of our subscribers are trading these high-risk stocks, and that's okay. That's great. But some of them who might not know as much as they'd like to know about option selling and this strategy, they start to panic when they get assigned these shares, right? 'Cause if you're getting assigned, you're going to have an unrealized loss in your account. You got to be comfortable trading stocks. You got to be comfortable owning the stocks that you're trading with these strategies. It's part of the strategy is owning the stocks, right? The way we have our delta set up is you're going to get assigned shares roughly 30% of the time. Okay, so got to be ready for that. And we got to be playing the long run. So if you're going to be a trader and roll the dice and take risks, be a trader. Don't stop being a trader, right? Just when the chips are low. Got to keep up. Or just treat this like an investment, long-term, slow growth. I've taken that pivot. I got annihilated first week of 2024 personally. I got ruined because I was in some crazy volatile stocks. I'm done. This is long-term slow growth, and we're going from there. So, any color to add to that? Or do we want to move on?
Be safe.
Be safe. Be smart. Have fun. Be safe. Look,
Thomas,
everybody.
You got a comment, Thomas?
I would say if you want to go over the trend spread trades that we rolled into on Friday.
Yeah, you know what, Thomas?
You want to share your account, Thomas?
Yeah. Let me just.
Yeah, trend spread has been a popular topic.
Yeah, so let me just go here.
While you're pulling it up, new bot that we've been talking about for months. trades with the trend on the watch list. Doesn't get assigned shares because we roll contracts. We're testing it right now. Thomas, which ones are that we're looking at? We're
So,
traded by trend spread.
Amazon, Baba, and Dash. CCL, I was trying to test out like a covered call bot, so I've been rolling it every single Friday based on the cost basis of the shares, into taking that into account as well. But you can see here with Baba, trend spread sees that it's going to be bearish, so it sold the 76 call, bought the 80 call, and then here with Amazon, it believes it'll be bullish. So it sold the 172.5 put, bought the 165 put, and then same thing down here with DoorDash, sold the 127 put, and then bought the 121 put as the thing.
When did those enter?
These
On
entered
Friday?
Yep.
Okay, so these entered on Friday. Sorry to interrupt you because this is a little different. Okay, this is a little different from the wheel. It's primarily going to look to enter on Fridays, but it can also enter the following Monday or Tuesday, correct, gentlemen?
Yep.
And then it's going to expire on Friday. But we're going to roll the contract. So as you can see, this is the first week of the contract, so there's no rolling yet. But it entered on Friday, and now the expiration is March 15th, this upcoming Friday. So, Thomas, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, your account. What's also really nice about the trend spread is your account. This account doesn't have enough in it to really be trading Amazon, Baba, or Dash if it were the wheel, because you'd have to have cash available in case you got to sign the shares. You know that's not going to happen here. So as long as you have enough cash to cover the spread, get busy.
Mm-hmm.
So do you like that aspect of it?
Yeah, I do. Last week I traded Coinbase, and Coinbase was paying a lot. It was paying $427 in premium on the put side.
Wow.
So that was really, really nice.
What was the size of the spread?
I think it was
like 12.
It was like $1,200. It was something.
So $1,200 to, win 400 with a statistical 70% chance of winning.
Boy, I love that.
Yeah,
not too bad.
It was nice. So here's that. And then last week, since this was technically 2 weeks of it, I had done Dash and Amazon both last week. This is my first week with Baba. So we'll see how that goes. It's been pretty bearish overall. And a lot of people are very bullish on it.
You might have to type it into research up top, Thomas.
There we go. Let me find it here. So it's been pretty bearish overall since its all-time highs, which is why I kind of want to start getting into it. It's been finding some support here right around 70, 72. So I feel like this was a pretty good spot to get into it. At least for the 1 week, it's considered a sell, and based on that,
the side you're on though.
Yes. Sorry.
It scares me for a second, but then I remember that the bot's got your back there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
selling calls on it.
Yep. So I am selling calls on it. So trend spread is on the right side here. It's going to sell the call credit spreads.
Man, that's a game changer for anybody that's been using PeakBot for a while. Making money in a down market, something that PeakBot has not been able to automate successfully.
Yeah, that was the chink in our armor, and I think that now we're covered. One thing to know about the trend spread bot is, we mentioned trades with the trend. We looked at watch this earlier. There weren't all that many neutral stocks, at least for low or moderate risk this week, which means the market's all over the place, kind of. But if it's bullish, it's going to trade a put credit spread. If it's bearish, it's going to trade a call credit spread. If it's neutral, it'll actually trade the iron condor, which is both a put and a call credit spread simultaneously. So we're covered. We're covered in all areas there. We're really excited about that. Honestly, I'd say right now 90% of our traders are on the wheel.
Yep.
I would like to see. I
think people are naturally going to gravitate towards trend spread.
How could you not? We're overly transparent here. what we notice is our customers, our clients, our traders, they shit hits the fan when you get assigned the shares. Okay, on stocks that you're not comfortable on these. I'm just saying, when people have look, the only time there are traders with PeakBot who aren't 100% confident in what's going on, it's because they got assigned a stock that they're not comfortable owning, and they're in a hole, and they got to dig out of it, and they don't want that. They start getting emotional and getting involved in making changes. I don't think that's going to happen nearly as much here, right? I mean, Thomas is able to trade some really high quality stocks in this account that otherwise, I think, what, you got 5K in here, Thomas?
I think it's only 3,300.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to be able to trade these stocks and know you're not getting assigned, look, we're going to have some losses. You can take your max loss, right, if it does the opposite of what you wanted it to do, but you're not going to get assigned shares. So I'm rambling.
Dylan, hop into your account.
Let's look at my account. All right. So I'm going to pull things up here. Give me 1 second. So, by the way, we didn't talk about our picks for this week. Thomas and I, we could mention that if we want to. I'll just mention it quickly for the PeakBot picks competition. I'll be getting it submitted just so people know I'm going this week. Last week I had right here, I had Exxon, Oracle, and Morgan Stanley. Just so everybody knows, this week I'm going Exxon again, Disney, and Bank of America. Those are my 3 picks this week. We'll get it added. We'll get the tweet out. Everybody will take a look. But let's look at my portfolio here. By the way, for anybody who's been on calls with me or been on this show, you've seen like my month. Whenever we're looking at the last month of the wheel, I had more red than green. We're back. We're heading in a direction that we'd like to be going here. So last week, these were the 3 contracts that I had sold. I had a call credit spread on AI. I've been holding C3 AI shares for a few weeks now, all over the place. I was down $400. I was up $500. I was even. Now I'm down $60 on the position. I've gotten away from doing this, but I'm going to sell my shares manually. Okay. Not financial advice. When a lot of people do this and they get over involved and they end up shooting themselves in the foot. I'm doing it now for good reason. I can't pull up the watch list. I'm having trouble loading it on my end or for whatever reason. But if you were to look at C3 AI on the watch list, it has now moved itself into the removed tickers tab. I still think we need a better name for it. I know I'm annoying with that, but it's important to know that the removed tickers, that tab, still tradable. Okay. Still tradable. The stocks on there are either very high risk because they're overly volatile, or they're not paying enough in premium, under $10 in premium. And that's why they get put on that list. So I'm down $60 on AI. Rather than taking another roller coaster ride, I'm done. I think it has something like a huge spread this week. I forget exactly how many dollars.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Since you own the shares, you're looking at a $4.50 spread, estimating the 32 and the 36.5 strikes, estimating at about $111 in premium. If you were to let that ride and let PeakBot automate it.
Now you're killing me. 111 on the call side in premium?
On the call side, yeah.
I have the market order pulled up in my broker. I'm ready to just put it in. I think I'm gonna, because I want to clear up cash for a new contract. Again, like, don't make a habit out of this unless you feel strongly about it. I'm gonna put in my market order. I'm gonna get rid of these shares, and I want to put my cash elsewhere. So I just logged into my broker and I did that. Remember, you can. This is man and machine here. All right, so I'm gonna remove AI. She's gone. Similar story with MU, and I noticed that I went to 0 here.
Maybe refresh the screen.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll get that taken care of.
Noted. Same thing with Micron here. Also moved into the remove tickers tab. I sold the put credit spread on this last week. I didn't get assigned, so I just collected my premium, which was great. However, this has a $9 spread this week. Ben, maybe you're looking at it on your side. Now, this is almost $100 stock. It's somewhere in the $90 range. But a $9 spread, don't like it.
Yeah,
It's
I'm looking at. Did you say you own the shares? Sorry,
I don't know.
you don't. Yeah, on the put side, it's a $9 spread. On the call side, it's a $16 spread.
Nuts.
That's the volatility that lands you in the very high risk category.
Yep. So, and what was it paying weekly premium on the put side?
On the put side, it looks like
Percentage.
Percentage 2.05 estimated for this week.
Way out of my range. Way too risky. I like to stay under 1% for the most part. Although I'm about to change my mind. With Palantir, I think that's paying about 1.6, 1.7% this week. Palantir's just been a great stock for me. I know I believe Thomas has been rocking with Palantir for a while too. I don't know if he still is. I like Palantir. I'm going to keep it on here. It's a relatively cheap stock. Seems to be heading in the right direction. I believe in it long term. So I'm going to keep Palantir this week. And I'm actually going to be adding 3 stocks. So I'm going to be adding to Verizon. I'm going to sell a put spread on Verizon, Delta Airlines, as we talked about earlier, and Tyson Foods. I love all of these. I'm putting 1 contract each. Yeah, Ben, we seem to have a little bit of a data pull issue, maybe just temporarily. We'll get that fixed before the week gets
let
going.
the team know.
Yep. But normally,
you can fix
yep.
it.
Normally it would say the amount of cash I would need available there. So I'm going to hit activate. I agree. So these stocks are now going to be added into my automated portfolio. Here's what I'm rocking with this week. All put credit spreads. Okay. So Delta Airlines, Palantir Technology, Tyson Foods, and Verizon. These are all companies I'm comfortable owning. To be honest with you, C3AI, I don't know that I was comfortable owning it. I was, because it was doing well for me. But then as soon as it wasn't, I was like, I don't know enough about this company. I don't feel good enough about it. And so I'm cutting my bait. I don't love doing it, but I feel better that I did. And, we'll see where things go. If you know anything about me and my trading history, that means probably trade AI this week. If I'm putting it on the bench, probably a good week to trade it. And then I will be getting some stocks added on Trend Spread for testing this week as well. I haven't made up my mind on those just yet, but excited about that bot for sure. And that's my portfolio for the week.
Cool.
Anything
I think that's
else?
it. So the last thing that I'll say is, if you guys enjoyed having Thomas on, let us know. Also, let us know if you didn't enjoy having him on.
Please. Yeah, that would be even more helpful. Thomas, any thoughts on your end on the picks competition? You don't know what picks you're making yet, do you?
No, I have not determined my picks yet.
All right, it's Sunday. We have some time.
Remember, until 11 a.m. on Mondays
to make 11 a.m. Eastern Mondays. That's when the reason we select that time is because that's when our bots start to enter our contracts. If you were trading the wheel or the Iron Condor strategy live, that's when they start to enter between 11 and 12 o'clock Eastern. So,
and if you want, let me pull up Twitter real quick just to show.
Oh yeah,
they were doing that here. So you could see Shark. He went for lift. Is that sharing?
No, I got it.
All right.
No, you're good.
Oh yeah, there we go. So Shark, he had lift Oxy Mu, and you can see they're doing with hashtag PeakBot picks as I searched here, and then you just see them all popping up. So I have 3 names for my hashtag PeakBot picks: G Knots or Bull. I'll go Trade Alert, KC Trades, and you can see all the way down here for Dan, Kamitsuna, etc.
I like that KC actually traded the
So
stocks
that's how
that
it would
you
want to be
picked.
done. And then here's our original.
Okay, fantastic. All right, good stuff. Yeah, again, hashtag PeakBot Picks. What are you doing now, Thomas?
Yep.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
No, accidentally
All right.
clicked on it.
Twitter is
What's
really where we're collecting the data for PeakBot Picks, but if you hashtag PeakBot Picks on any other social platform, we'll find it. We'll get the picks submitted again right now for the month of March. This is just for our affiliates, but message us if you'd like to get involved. There's only a limited number of seats, and they're filling up quickly. So $500 in cash prizes. And if we can get this thing going, I'd expect that those cash prizes continue to bump. Maybe we get more creative. Maybe we even throw in what is it? What is the Apple headset, the VR?
Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah.
Somebody threw that out in a meeting as an idea.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they cost, but
Quite expensive.
Yeah.
4,000. I was just talking to my friends about it yesterday. I thought VR was like $400 or $500. Turns out it's like $4,000 or $5,000.
Really?
So yeah, I did not realize how expensive they were.
Have you guys came across any of those in the wild? You just see
No.
people crossing the street doing this and shit.
No, that would be wild.
It's
but
happening.
I know a few people that have them.
And they're
love
probably great. Yeah, they're probably awesome.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I don't know. For me, I don't see much practical use out of it, but
this sounds silly. They must be taking into consideration those with glasses. But those things never work. I'm never comfortable.
Yeah.
But screen on top of glasses never works.
Yeah, I've got an Oculus, and when I put it on my face, like the lens on the Oculus hits my glasses. So then it just pushes my glasses into my eyes.
What is interesting, and we'll log off after this, but what is interesting to think is, I wouldn't have to wear my glasses under there because it's just so close right here. I could see what's right here. Now, how it shows your actual life and what's in front of you as well. I wonder if it's kind of a fix for glasses. Like, are they making what's behind me or in front of me in the distance clear on that screen, even though I don't have my glasses?
No, it's not, because when you use an Oculus without glasses, which I've done before, everything is blurry. It doesn't make sense because it's like still right in front of your face.
That's annoying.
Yeah,
technology will get there. It'll get there. Awesome. Well, unless there's anything else, fellas, another good week of the Pulse here. We're going to be back next week, regularly scheduled programming. We'll be on Monday. I mean, you're still going to get this Monday at 8:30. Yeah. This is going to be posted tomorrow on the 11th.
Yeah, the only difference is if you got questions, send a text. Thomas will answer you.
It's almost always Thomas. And you'll tell by his grammar. He loves not putting periods and commas in weird places. I give him a hard time about it.
It's that generation.
Yeah, it is. It really is. But excellent. Thank you so much, fellas. We'll be back next week. Best of luck to everybody this week. Again, PeakBot Picks competition. Like the stocks that you're trading, put a stock trader in your pocket. 2-week free trial. No credit card needed. We're doing this the right way. Built by retail traders for retail traders. It's going to be a household name for automated trading here soon enough. We hope to be one of them. And that's it. Toodaloo. We'll see you at the peak. Thanks, everybody.
All opinions expressed by Tradier Hub contributors are solely the contributors' opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Tradier nor its affiliates and/or subsidiaries. You should not treat any opinion expressed by Hub contributors as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or to follow a particular strategy, but only as an expression of their opinion. The contributors' opinions are based on their own personal research, but neither Tradier nor its affiliates and/or subsidiaries warrants its completeness or accuracy, and it should not be relied upon as such. Any trades or positions discussed or referred to by contributors may or may not be actual actual live trades or positions. Such information is not intended to be financial or investment advice. Tradier Inc. is the parent company of Tradier Brokerage Inc. Tradier Brokerage Inc. and Tradier Inc. are separate entities with their own products and services. Securities products and services are offered through Tradier Brokerage Inc. Tradier Brokerage Inc. is an independent subsidiary of Tradier Inc., all rights reserved, member FINRA SIPC.